Folks, this is our Camping with Dogs series, and we're going to interview some wonderful people here with some precious animals and some very unusual animals. We've got the beautiful dogs, and they've got a surprise for you a little bit after we introduce all the dogs. Okay, this is Brian.
Hello.
And this is Sherry. And this is Miss Lucy.
Lucy, turn around and say hi. It's your big day.
Lucy.
Yeah,
Lucy is a Goldendoodle. That means she is a Golden Retriever Poodle. And she's a big baby. And she's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this, we've had some Goldendoodles, and they're all just wonderful dogs. They're just very, very friendly, aren't you, Lucy? And then her sidekick, Ethel, is a Frenchton, and I think she's the first Frenchton we've had. And that's a French Bulldog and a Boston Terrier. Isn't she beautiful? And Sherry and Brian are going to tell us a little bit about them.
Well, Ethel's almost 3 years old. They're best friends. When we first got her, I got in the car. Lucy was about 7, and got in the car with her, and Lucy snubbed me the whole way home.
Oh.
Wouldn't look at me, wouldn't look at her. And so finally I got them home. They ignored each other for about 3 days, and then all of a sudden they just became the best of friends. And now they're best friends. They go everywhere camping with us. We take them all over the place. They've been all up and down the East Coast so far.
Very well traveled.
Very well traveled dogs.
They
yes.
enjoy the breweries.
They like the breweries.
They love to go out with us when we visit different breweries or restaurants in the area. She loves to swim. She's a swimmer. Loves the ocean.
Ain't gonna cross the road.
Yeah, we haven't been over to the creek yet, but she'll be in there.
She likes water.
They're our babies. They're our companions. I don't know what we'd do without them.
They are beautiful.
They're my
Beautiful,
children.
beautiful babies.
Thank you. Thank you
Yes.
for having us.
And you guys are from Pennsylvania?
We're from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Originally, but we full-time RV right now. We go up and down the coast because I have kids from South Carolina to Pennsylvania.
Awesome.
So I try to visit them all.
You'll have to bring your kids back here too
I
sometime.
know.
Visit all of our little animals. We're hoping to find another donkey. I told you about losing our donkey. I'm still brokenhearted, but we miss him so.
Yeah.
That's the downside of having these wonderful animals.
Yes.
Now you've got a surprise for us.
I do. Let me hand off Ethel. I have, I don't know if you guys know what this thing is, but this is
How
a
cute.
stuffed sugar glider.
A stuffed sugar glider.
Uh-huh.
Get this out of the way.
And then in my pocket here, I have some real ones. I have a boy and a girl. Sugar gliders should always kept in pairs because they get lonely.
They
They're
don't
better off in a colony, but you can keep them in pairs. 3 is usually the best. Mine are doing really good with just the 2 of them right now. I've had them for about 2 months, so we're still bonding. The bonding process, it takes a while. They need to trust you and learn to trust you. Once they do, they love you and they just stick to you.
You're their mama.
They're Velcro. You can take them. They're in here sleeping. There's a few facts about them. They are nocturnal animals, so they play a lot at night. So they sleep a lot during the day. They have this little flap here from their wrist to their foot, to their ankle, and it's what helps them glide.
They have little wings almost.
They have little wings. They don't fly. They glide from tree to tree in the wild, and they're from Australia. They are a marsupial.
Marsupial.
Which means they're not a rodent. They're like a kangaroo. They have a pocket with their babies.
And when they're born, they crawl into that pocket.
They crawl into that pocket when they're born, and they stay in mama's pocket until they're ready to come out.
So there's just a handful of marsupials. There's like kangaroos and panda bears. Panda bears are one. And possums are. Yeah, just a very, very few marsupials.
You didn't tell them the names.
The reason they're called sugar gliders is because in the wild they like sap and sugar, anything sweet.
They like sweet.
Sap and nectar are their favorite things in the wild. And glide because they glide, so therefore sugar glider. What else can I tell you? They love to play. I have all kinds of toys. They
have toys.
Yeah, they play. Mine. Sometimes they're tail carriers, which means they go along something and they grab it with their tail,
They have a long tail. Their tail is almost as long as their body,
Yes,
isn't it, to help them balance.
And it helps them balance when they're gliding through the air.
That's amazing. After y'all came, I was telling my grandson about them, and he had 2 friends that got one apiece.
Oh.
And he said that one of them was, they're nocturnal.
Yes.
So one of them was really wild at night. So they decided they were lonesome. So that one friend gave the other friend his, and together they were perfect.
Perfect.
But they, like you said, they don't like to be alone.
Yes, they don't. They don't like to be alone. They're not a pet for everybody. They do take a lot of care. It's not hard. I've just had to do a lot of research. They're on a special diet. I feed them a diet called Original High Protein Wambaro diet. And it's a mix of bee pollen, the special thing that I buy, the Wambaro, and honey, and eggs. And that's kind of a gravy that you mix together, and you feed them that at night, along with fresh vegetables, fruits, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Treat-wise, they love little treats like yogurt, fish sticks, almonds. They love little treats, and he's the treat guy. They come
you give him
in
the
the
treats.
morning for treats. He's the treat man.
And I think you were going to say something a while ago, Brian. I may have butted
So their
in.
names.
Yeah.
I'll introduce you.
Okay.
Yeah, they will crab a little bit. You hear that? Because I'm waking them up, and they're so they might make a little crab. By the way, when I bought this guy, I had a little noise put in him, and this is actually their crabbing.
So they think that's their mother.
Yeah, sort of.
Can people hear him?
Can you hear him?
Oh, how cute! How cute!
All right. Without further ado,
Here he
you guys
is.
are ready, aren't you? We're gonna get the boy out first.
Okay.
His name is Hops. He's mad at me.
His name is what?
Hops.
Hops.
H-O-P-S.
Hops.
And his name is Hops, and my girl is Barley.
Barley. Hops
Barley
and
and Hops because my husband likes craft beer. He's fighting. We may get the girl out.
Okay. Oh my goodness, they are adorable.
Would you like to
Look at
say
that.
hi?
Oh, and she's coming out with him.
This is Barley.
Is that Barley?
And this is Hops.
And oh, they are so cute.
Yes.
They're so tiny.
And Lucy's very interested.
Lucy, do you like that baby? Lucy.
The sunshine kind of bothers their eyes.
They're
See
nocturnal,
their big eyes are to help them see at night.
Oh.
And can you see the little skin that makes them fly?
The little flap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now mine are babies. They will get a little bigger.
How big will they be when they're grown?
Honestly, I think a little.
About twice as big.
Twice
maybe?
as big, maybe. I'm still learning a lot, as you can tell.
Now, how old did you say they were?
She is almost 6 months old.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're adults by a year, maybe?
I think so. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, look at his little tail curl.
Yes.
See, that's how they grow
Yes.
the
He'll carry stuff in his tail.
Oh, he's... Listen to that, everybody. What a sweet noise. Look at that baby. Oh, you're so precious.
Oh, she pooped.
That comes with the
You
territory.
cannot litter train these guys.
That comes with the territory.
They just come when they. Usually, when you get them out of something, they'll
Wake
go.
'em up.
and then they're good to go. They're not
Well,
going to
that's
go
like,
much.
that's like puppies.
Yeah.
When
They
puppies
get-
wake up, you take them outside because that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Would you like to meet the other baby?
Oh, yes. There he is.
I have him pretty much trained to just go right
Now
in
that
the
was
pouch.
that was Hops.
This is Barley.
That was Barley. Okay. And the other one is
This
Hops.
is Hops.
Hops is not happy getting out of that pouch. He wants to stay in there. Well, he's about the color of you, baby.
Yeah. He's a little different color. She's what they call just a regular gray, and he's more of a platinum, I think, a plat.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And Lucy's very interested. Lucy says, he's my color. It's my color.
I don't want to let him go because I'm
No.
not faster than a sugar glider.
No, we do not want to lose him. That would be horrible.
Hi, honey.
That would be horrible. We can't have that happen, can we, Lucy?
They have to have exercise. They have a wheel they run on, and they have a treadmill that they play on.
Kind of like a little hamster.
Yeah. as long as you give them.
She's a little bit jealous.
Oh, she loves them.
Yeah,
As long as
Ethel
you
wanted
give
to
them a
play.
lot of love, patience, and attention, they are wonderful pets. If you are considering them, just do your research. I did a lot of research.
Did you?
Yeah, honey, you can take care of them.
I'm just telling your kids out there.
Yeah,
You know, anybody. They're absolutely wonderful, loving
But
pets.
they
They're
would be
smart.
fragile. So you wouldn't want to give it to a small child. It would
No,
be.
yeah, you
They
would.
were very fragile.
No, exactly. I think it would be okay, once a small child, was around it and learned.
You
but,
just have to know how.
but they are
very fragile.
Very fragile. Yes. Yes.
But they make excellent pets.
They do. They do. Now I do cut their toenails every other week. They get their toenails cut. But we don't mess with the ones on their back feet called their grooming. I don't know if you can see them. They're really see these little tarp grooming claws.
Okay, that probably.
I don't know if you can see that.
You guess?
It is, and it's for grooming. They
groom.
Yeah, they groom themselves. You never give them a bath.
Oh, really?
They can drown in water.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this is wonderful. Like I say, you are the first person that we've had that's had these wonderful little critters.
Well, we appreciate it.
And like I say, I think my viewers will enjoy it.
Oh, I hope so.
Let us know, guys.
Yes, let us know what you think.
Know what you think about Sherry and Brian's beautiful little sugar gliders, and of course this beautiful Frenchton over here. She's wanting her share of the interview. And what about you, Ethel? Have you got something? Say, I want to play with them.
She wants to play with them. I'm afraid she will never get near them.
Right. Well,
One bite.
Yeah, that's all it would take. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
And you are just the most precious thing, Lucy. You're just
Thank
the
you.
perfect little girl. You're just so well behaved.
Thank you very much.
Yes, she is a gorgeous thing. You are so pretty too. Oh my goodness, you're so pretty.
These more clean shorts.
Well, it's hard to stay clean with animals. We've got so many animals, but they're worth it.
Yes.
They're
Oh,
worth
yeah.
it. I just don't know what I would do without animals. I grew up with
Same.
them, and I've had them all my life.
Same.
You know,
Same, they're in your
always.
heart. Yeah.
Always. It just makes animals just
Yeah.
make life better. I think.
I do
A
too.
lot of work, but they're so rewarding to have.
Yeah.
They really are. And I hope everybody will let us know what they think of all these beautiful babies. And we were very, very fortunate to have this interview and get to meet them, find out about them. Because, like I said, these are our first sugar gliders that we've had. And we hope you guys will come back. Hope you've enjoyed your stay with us. And
We love it here.
And come back again. And are you going to tell us goodbye, my
say
precious?
You want to see Buzz?
Oh, so pretty. Hops and barley. This is hops and barley. And they're beautiful.
Play with me. It's time to go back to sleep.
That's exactly what they're.
Well, like I said, my grandson's friends both
I
got
got it.
one apiece, and they thought they could do that. But
Yeah.
they're better in pairs. They're very social animals,
Yes.
and they don't like to be by themselves. A lot of animals are like that.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
that's like when we have goats.
Yes.
Our goats are better in pairs or more than one.
Sure, sure.
They do not like to be by themselves.
Right.
They don't. But
We don't like to be by ourselves.
No. It's,
Why would they?
I know. It's exactly the way things are, aren't they, Lucy? Yes, Miss Lucy. She is such a precious dog. She's just such a good.
My problem child.
She's burned 3,000 calories sharing this interview. Just shaking. Wanting to go.
She wants to get the gliders.
Now, how old is Ethel?
Ethel's 3.
Ethel's
Yes.
and Lucy's
She's 9.
9. Oh well.
Yeah.
And Lucy's a big dog, but she doesn't look 9.
Yeah.
See, I've aged very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Now our Rupert is our problem child, our little
Okay.
beagle. Zoomy is on the inside. I've got Zoomy and Rupert. And Zoomy, you would never know she's there hardly ever. But now Rupert, you don't miss Rupert.
Aw.
If you're gone too long, he'll tear up something.
Oh, right,
you know?
right.
Yeah. But we appreciate you guys.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay and
Thank
come
you.
back and stay with us again.
Absolutely.
Thank
Bye,
you so
guys.
much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.